This celebrity interview sponsored by A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back to the Sports News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah. We are talking Super Bowl with Terrell Davis. We go to Rich Reynolds for that interview.
I am honored to be joined by a living legend, if you will. Terrell Davis is joining us, former Broncos running back, and of course, still remembered by many of us around here from the guy who beat us in Super Bowl 32 and just took that game over. Terrell, how you doing? How do you look back on Super Bowl 32?
I'm doing fantastic, Rich, and I actually saw the game yesterday. They were playing it on the NFL Network, and I look back with a lot of wonderful memories. That's how I look back at that game, and I still watch the end of that game, and I sort of know what's going to happen, but then I think that something different is going to happen every time I watch it again. But fortunately for us, it stays the same.
Right. You know, around here, a lot of people look back on that end of that game expecting Brett Favre to do something, and that last drive didn't happen. Your defense held up, and of course, you guys were Super Bowl champions. Another great thing I think that's happening for you this year, you're a Hall of Fame nominee. That final vote comes out on the 5th of February. How are you feeling about that vote? Do you think you got a chance this year?
Yeah, I feel good about it. I'm excited. You know, this is the second year that I'm a finalist, and I just enjoy being in the conversation, and I'm looking forward to February 6th at NFL Honors when they announce it, and I'm optimistic about it. And if it doesn't happen, then you know what, man, I'll pull myself back up. I'll be disappointed, but I'll look forward to next year.
Well, I'm pulling for you for one. I thought you were great. I mean, for a guy who averaged 142.5 yards per game in the postseason alone, I think you got a really good chance. So we're pulling for you here. Post-NFL, you've done a lot of TV, NFL Network stuff. How do you like being in front of the camera talking football?
I love being in front of the camera, man. And I know if anybody's out there, obviously they're watching this and they want to be able to throw a nice game party for that Sunday. I want to share some tips for them of how they can be the MVP there. And if you're not going to watch the game in live and in person, you can watch it on a 55-inch LG TV right here, ultra high definition. This TV is under $700 at Walmart. You got to get that. And at Walmart, they have the NFL licensed gear. And of course, this kind of gives you an idea of the team that I'm sort of leaning toward here. You see that right there? See that, Rich? You like
Absolutely.
That, right? All right. So you got to have the gear.
There.
No surprise there. You got to have the TV. You got to have the gear, and you also have to have these Sonic boneless wings, which will set off any game day party that you plan on having here. They have awesome flavors: Asian sweet chili. You have a honey barbecue and a buffalo. They are amazing. These are always at my house when I'm doing things and I'm hosting any type of party. And of course, you got to set all this off. You got to have your Bud Light beer. This is the official beer of the NFL. And these cool limited edition bottles, you see the 50 on there? That's awesome. You can collect those as well. So these are all the things you have to have, Rich, at your party on the big game day on Sunday if you want to be the MVP of your party.
That's all great stuff. We're actually hosting a party because, like most people, I don't get to play in the Super Bowl or be at the Super Bowl. So, of course, having all that stuff is going to be absolutely great. What are you doing for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'll be hosting the party as well, but then I'll be going over to the big game and in person. At halftime, they'll be honoring the Super Bowl MVPs, and they'll have some other stuff for us to do. So it's always a good chance for me to go back, get on the field. I can, smell the stadium. You can smell the grass, and it's always a good time for me to really think about the times I've had playing in the Super Bowl, and you get the, ex-teammates are there, coaches are there, and former players and current players are there. So I'll be covering it as well, doing a pregame show. So San Francisco, I will be there on Monday throughout the entire week and really having a good time.
Excellent. Leading up to the game, of course, always a lot of hype. Could be Peyton Manning's last game. A lot of hype surrounding Cam Newton as well. Talk about the Broncos a little bit. Do they have what it takes to beat the Panthers?
Yeah, Rich, people are saying right now the Broncos don't stand a chance. And when it's a big game like this, you always have to factor in that these teams are highly competitive. And I know Cam Newton and that offense looks very difficult to stop and look dynamic. And he is a unique challenge for any defense. But I think Denver's defense is up to the task. I think they'll be up to the task. I think defensive coordinator Wade Phillips will devise a game plan that will hopefully stop Cam or limit his big play ability. And then Denver's offense, they just have to be able to try to keep away from Carolina's offense. And if they can do that and not turn the ball over, yeah, they have a chance. Remember, this is only one game. It's not like it's a 3-game series or a 5-game series. So for me, I think when it comes down to one game, anything can happen.
Hey, Terrell, good luck to your Broncos. It's a pleasure for us to be able to chat with you, and some great tips as well as far as hosting a party. So we'll be doing that and looking forward to it and seeing you on TV come Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you so much.
Sounds good, Rich. See you later, man.
Thanks to Terrell and Rich for your time. We are chatting with Ovi Muhaley after the break. We have more sports news after this.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by Blowing Smoke Barbecue.